So, based on the factors we just described, we came up with two proposed plans that we thought will be the most suitable for our site. And this is the first one out of them. This plan has 9 cubicles just like the current site, except the number of Indian and Western toilets has been changed. Instead of 4, we now have 5 Indian toilets, and instead of 5, we have 4 Western toilets. This change was mainly due to the survey and interview responses, where people said that they prefer Indian toilets over the Western ones due to the low contact. The number of wash basins was also increased from 2 to 4, with 1 wash basin per 2 cubicles, while the number of the bathing areas and the differently abled washroom remains the same. Our plan is effectively divided into a wet and dry zone, which ensures that the water from the wet zone doesn't penetrate in the front of the washroom. From the very beginning, it was ensured that this design fulfilled the needs of all its target audience, that is cis women, other communities, children and differently abled individuals, and also provides them with a sense of security and privacy. That is why, right at our entrance, we have an ergonomic ramp made according to government guidelines with a comfortable slope that can be used both by the differently abled and the regular users. Leading from the ramp is a differently abled and kids washroom. Since not many differently abled users approach the site, we turned it into a universal zone that can be used by the differently abled, mothers and kids. During our survey, many kids from the surrounding slums expressed a fear of falling into the adult-sized toilets, and that is why we provided a smaller sized toilet for the kids. This washroom is also equipped with a diaper changing table. The washroom itself is made following all the government protocols and has adequate space for the wheelchair to turn around and for a caretaker to accompany the child. Standing right outside the entrance to the main washroom, you will observe that there is no visibility inside the space from the exterior due to the presence of a partition wall. This wall ensures the privacy of the users. When you step foot into the washroom, you will be entering a sitting and resting zone. This consists of benches with back support made with stainless steel, which is easy to maintain in the moist washroom environment. The objective of this area is to encourage positive social interactions. A half partition wall separates this area from the rest of the washroom. A curtain with a chair is also provided that can transform this social space into a private zone. This is mainly intended to be used for breastfeeding and resting. Located here itself is our attendance area. This is oriented in a way that she has a constant view of the entrance and is able to supervise those coming in and going out. Going forward, we have our 2 bathing areas that can alternatively be used as a wet and a dry zone. Since most people coming to shower come during the early hours of the day, during the later half, the attendant could divert such crowd to one of the cubicles while the other one can be used for changing. The doors of our cubicles are strong, sturdy, with good quality locks, while our wall openings are fitted with intricate jalis which allow ventilation without giving a view inside the cubicles. This further creates a sense of security amongst the users. The cubicles itself are ergonomic and functional, wherein our door sizes were adjusted and opened inwards so as to not obstruct the circulation outside, while also giving space to the person inside to open and close the door. While the needs of the users are often taken care of, sometimes the needs of the people working at the site are ignored. That is why in our design we ensured that the needs of the attendants are considered. Hence, we provided a janitor's closet with a tap for filling bucket. This is adequate storage for all the cleaning chemicals and the personal belongings of the attendant. Other facilities at the site include provision of pad incinerators, dispensers, and taps within the cubicles for women to clean up during their menstrual cycles. Racks inside the cubicles to store the larger handbags that women often carry, along with door hooks. Provision of perforated rubber mats on a recessed floor below the wash basins and outside the bathing areas to catch water spillage and prevent water tracks across the washroom. Provision of hand dryers and soap dispensers. Icons on the cubicles so as to inform the users about the facilities available inside. Bins in every stall for disposal of sanitary napkin, along with dustbins below the wash basins to throw the tissues, and plenty of space to put up the posters. Our site has an open courtyard typology which makes us prone to a lot of issues. In contrast, we are proposing a sloped roof made with polycarbonate sheet resting upon an aluminium frame with louvers and exhaust fans. This transparent sheet will block the rain, preventing waterlogging, allow the daylight to enter the site while diffusing the sunlight, thus reducing the heat ingress, while the louvers and the exhaust fans will eliminate the stench that comes from the surrounding garbage collection center and drain. Our attempt to make our site low maintenance went beyond just design and also assimilated with our materials. We used vitrified anti-skid tiles as they are suitable for rough use, considering the heavy footfall that comes into the washroom. For the walls, we used porcelains as these surfaces do not receive a lot of pressure and hence are not prone to cracking and chipping. The warm tones and pattern give a washroom a richness compared to the typical antiseptic look associated with the public restroom. We went with ceramic wash basins and toilets as they are affordable and easy to maintain, while the push-button brass taps with a foam flow save water and give a satisfactory user experience. All this was kept on top of a granite slab to provide the users a space to keep their belongings while washing their hands. We used HPL boards for a bathroom doors and partition as it's waterproof, scratch resistant and durable while also being affordable, while our janitor's closet is made with waterproof plywood. For the accents, we continued to use our signature pink to create a connection between the brand name and the interiors. While for the plants, we use spider plant which reduces the amount of formaldehyde present in the environment, a toxin commonly found in bathroom cleaning chemicals. For our roof, we used unpolished Kota stone as it's affordable, non-porous and its unpolished surface prevents slipping. For the walls, we use cement tiles as they are affordable and easy to maintain while also being porous and hence they allow the walls to breathe, preventing mold growth and regulate internal temperature. The checkered cement tiles have also been used on the footpath and the ramp as they are heavy duty and improve the grip while walking, while aluminium sheet has been used for the roof overhang to block the rain and light. Here is the front elevation of our site. You can see we provided both Hindi and English branding to reach a wide range of demographics. Here is an internal section. As you can see, we try to limit the amount of things kept on the floor so as to give the illusion of a larger space and also increase the area that the attendant can clean, since hygiene is a priority when it comes to the public restrooms. Wall mount WCs have been provided within the washrooms as it's easier to clean the floor below them, preventing bacteria growth. The entrance has a poster to welcome the users. And here is the view of our differently abled washroom. While the goal of the branding is to bring people inside, once these women come inside, our goal is to educate them. And that is why right at our entrance we have a QR code that leads to a feedback form so as to make the visit to the washroom more interactive. We have also placed interactive and easy to understand icons all over the washroom so that even somebody who is illiterate will be able to understand these and use all the facilities within the restrooms. We also placed manuals on how to use the pad incinerators and dispensers in both Hindi and English, while inside the cubicles, A4 size posters have been provided right at the eye level so that the users can give it a read while using the washroom. These cover a wide range of topics ranging from breast cancer awareness to encouraging women to use our pad dispensers, women education, childcare, menstrual hygiene, and so on. Our site has several advantages when it comes to lighting due to the open courtyard typology and because of the fact that it's not open beyond 7 p.m. However, we do realize that the option as to whether to use these lights or not should be left upon the users. That is why we provided adequate lighting throughout our washrooms. We also provided fans on top of our resting areas to ensure that the people sitting there are comfortable, and we also ensured that our entrance is well illuminated. Our current plumbing is very old and we are unsure of its conditions. That is why we are proposing a new and improved plumbing consisting of 2 pipes that supply the flush and the faucets for an uninterrupted water flow. At the current site, most of our inspection chambers are located inside the washroom, which creates a problem whenever a plumber needs to come in. That is why we ensured that all our inspection chambers are located outside the site for the privacy of the users. All in all, our redesign plan has a well defined and ergonomic entrance which caters to privacy, has an ergonomic kids and differently abled washroom with a well defined sitting area, an area for self grooming, along with functional cubicles, overall making it a better design than the one we have at our present site.